All right, we're here at the HOKA flagship store on Fifth Avenue, just days away from the New York City Marathon, and my guy Hellah has rolled in. Hellah,
What's
how
up, guys?
excited are you for Sunday?
I'm super excited, even though I'm not racing, but you cannot beat the New York City Marathon weekend vibe. There's so much going on, so many events, so it's awesome to be here.
You pop around to so many different races and ultra, like even the ultra scene, but like what makes New York so unique?
New York is unique because it is, I mean, you know the saying, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. It's that mentality. Once you step into the city, you feel like you can be anything you want. And, you know, with running, we're all trying to be the best version of ourselves. So when you're out here, it's just like, okay, I feel like I'm somebody, you
Yeah.
know? So I love that about New York.
Especially, I guess, like now, right? With like the running boom that happened since 2020 when people started getting into running, and nowadays, like it's everyone's signing up for run clubs, for races. Like it's impossible, like to get into races nowadays. But that's a good thing because, like, you know, this is something that we all now get to
Mhm.
share. What's that been like for someone like you who like has felt sort of like a little bit of that boom, you know,
Mhm.
in just sort of like the running creator economy and everything like that?
Yes.
Like it's very tangible.
Yeah. So for me, running has always been about running toward joy.
Yeah.
And it's been a thing where I don't really mind if I didn't race. And a little fun fact, it took 6 years for my run streak for me to sign up to race a run, to race in a marathon. So 6 years of just running just for joy. And I ran across America. I've done some ultra marathon, but wanted to actually train for a marathon to see how fast I am. 6 years later, I did it. But that gave me a freedom of, well, I don't need a race to be a runner, but also I can race if I want to. So I didn't really feel any of like the mishap, like I'm not missing out on anything or I'm gaining anything. So even if you don't get on these marathons, I know there's so many runners that want to run marathons and things like that. It's so big, it's harder to get into these races. You can still enjoy yourself and go out there. If you want to run, just go run a marathon by yourself out on the street. It still counts to me
Yeah.
as accomplishing a marathon.
So what did you what was it that like eventually got you over the hump of just like, all right, like finally I'm gonna get to a start line
Mhm.
and explore how fast I can go? Cause it's like
Yes,
it is a switch that you have to flip.
absolutely. So you know, I'm competitive. I play Division 1 soccer, play professionally. I have this competitiveness in myself where I want to see if I can do something that I set out to do. So wasn't always a priority to run fast, but there's something that clicked in me. I can't really explain what it was. It was just like, okay, I wonder what would happen. But I also was humbled by a race. So back in 2019, a couple of weeks before New York City Marathon, I got a bib and I decided to do it. So my mentality was, I'm on Runstreak 900 something. I can do this easy. Let's average 730 per mile. Mile 19 came and I said, oh, this is why people train for this.
Yeah.
Just because you run, it doesn't mean that you can easily accomplish this in an easy way. So it was always in the back of my mind. Eventually, maybe one day I'll actually do it. But if I do it, I have to give my whole heart to it and I have to train properly. So 2023, that's what came in the back of my head. And I decided to give it a go.
Yeah, and then you broke 3. What's
Yes.
the PR at now?
255,
Yeah.
and it was the best feeling in the world. So we're talking about running 338, and I wanted 245.
Okay.
Ego told me I could do 245. I had the training for 245. The reps I was doing, it felt like that. I was so confident. That day, you couldn't tell me that I couldn't run 245. But something happened, you know, at mile 20 where I was just
The
like,
marathon
the
happened.
marathon happened. And, you know, I was actually laughing at myself. I remember my fiance got a video. I saw her, she's screaming. She's like, hella good. I was like, I'm getting my A kick right now. But I'm laughing because I'm laughing at myself thinking that I thought I was so good, but I just got humbled and I couldn't stop laughing. I wasn't mad. I was just like, I thought it was hilarious. So it's like, I want that 245 sign. I'm going to get it. I don't know when, but I'm going to get it.
Yeah, so all right. So how does the pain, you know, at the end of a marathon when you're going all out, like compare to, you know, the pain of running across the country
Mhm.
by whatever day?
Yeah.
And also, I guess like some of these 100-mile races. Like I'm sure you've unlocked just a variety of different strains of
Uh-huh.
pain.
Yeah, so the pain is pain no
Yeah.
matter what. When you feel it, you question yourself many things. You question about your life like, "Wait, what am I doing? Why did I decide to do this?" But having a reason behind it. For example, running across America, it wasn't about me. I wanted to do it for a nonprofit. So my mindset was no matter how hard it gets, you got to remember the kids that you're raising money for and collecting shoes for. So if it was me, I would have tapped out because I don't need to prove anything else to myself. I was like, I'm dying already. My legs messed up, blisters, knee is almost gone, IT band. But when I think about those people across the world, I'm like, okay, this is bigger than who you are. So you got to fight through it. So having that willpower
Mhm.
got me through the run across America. Marathon, for example, I signed up for this 100-mile. No one made me do this.
Yeah.
So you better not complain about it. You go out and give your best. And I always say this, your best is different every day. I can't compare today's best to tomorrow's best because today's circumstances will be different than tomorrow. I might have a fresh body today. Tomorrow I might be sluggish, but I can't be like, oh, I'm not good at this. I suck at this, but because my best is different every day. So I just remember that and just keep fighting the pain.
What's the run streak at right now?
Run streak day 3,093. So I ran this morning, accomplished that.
Check the box.
Check the box. Yeah, on and on to the next one.
What's the closest you've ever come to snapping the run streak?
So this is a little fun fact as well. I've never been that close. It's such a priority to me. I don't even know how to explain it. I'll tell you 2 different quick stories. If I have a trip, I never get on a plane before I run because I've been in a situation where you're stuck on a plane for hours. And I'm like, if it hits midnight, there's no more run streak. I always go by East Coast time. So if I go to California, my watch will always say East Coast time. If I go to Europe, always East Coast time. I don't want to get to LA and say, oh, I have an extra 3 hours. If it hits 9 p.m. in LA, that's midnight here, there's no more run streak. That means the 24 hours is done. When I flew to Australia, I took 4 flights just to get off the flight to run.
No way.
Yeah, I couldn't sit on a flight for more than 24 hours. It's that important to me. I make sure that the run is a priority no matter the circumstance. And it has to be outside. Treadmill counts, but as extra, but not as the main run. Knowing who I am, if I only depend on the treadmill, I'll end up cheating on myself eventually. So I said outside only. And I've also had this situation where I woke up so early to run one day, and I'm a late night person. I'm watching TV. It says 11:55. I had a heart attack. I was like, wait a minute, did I run? I'm looking at my watch, going through my history to see if I run because I ran so early that day.
Yeah.
It felt like it was another day. But I never got to a point where it was that close because I always make it a priority.
Is 1 mile the minimum?
No.
What?
5K is the minimum.
5K is
so the average over 8 years is 7.5 miles, over 22,000 miles covered. So there's days where I do run 5. I've run 2 miles before when I had oral surgery. So before the surgery, I had wisdom tooth out, molar shape, and an implant all in one surgery. So I ran at 6 a.m. Surgery was at 8 a.m. And then the next day I waited till 8 p.m. My surgeon told me, hey, I know you have high pain tolerance. I only got Tylenol, by the way, too. But I'm scared of the blood pressure and also the stitches coming out. So I went to run. I was like, nah, I'll be fine. But within a mile, my mouth was full of blood.
Oh, no.
And I didn't want the stitches to come out. So at mile 2, I cut the run at that point. So I've had that scenario where I've ran 2 miles. But for me, minimum is 5K. And I have an 18-mile long run tomorrow. So today is shorter. So it ended up averaging around 7.5 a day.
Yeah. Okay. So when you run across America, right, you knocked out. The run streak was alive and well at that point.
Yes.
But even when, and after 100, so after 100 miler, right? Like your body is trash. Tell me about the run streak 5K the next day.
5K the next day. So when I ran Western States, I ran with a camera crew 5K after. We were averaging around 9-minute mile pace after. I was fine with that. Javelina really pushed my body. That was the fastest I ran 100 miles. So I was struggling with that run. That was like a 11-minute mile pace. And I was like, how am I going to be able to do 5K? But the next day, the 5K, it just keeps getting easier. And I realized that that little run actually helped me recover quicker than just sitting around at home.
My gosh, I'm just so impressed by so there's no end in sight. Like you want this thing to go on for forever.
Yeah, because my mentality also is, when you have a goal for something, I feel like if I say, let's say the run streak gets done in a year, I'm just going to do the bare minimum to get to the year. But if I said I have no idea, I'm just going to keep giving my best one day at a time. I can get up tomorrow and literally tell you if I feel like running is going to make me miserable because the running was an escape for me when it started.
Yeah.
If it feels like I'm going back to the old days, I'll be the first one. I'll pick up my phone. What's up, my beautiful people? The run streak is over. I have no tie to it where I feel like if it ends today, I'm going to be very sad because I'm thinking the way I found running to change my life, I'll find something else out because I didn't know that was going to be the case with running. So I'm open to let go, but I'm also like, I have a date. I don't have a date. The date could be tomorrow. It could be forever. If it's forever, it sounds like it would be awesome, but you never know how life will go.
Yeah. Is there a place you want to take the run streak to? Because I know you've celebrated the milestones, like 3,000, 1,000, 2,000, in special places.
Yeah.
Where do you want to do?
So
for the next
10-year. Okay, I hope you're listening to this real well. Let me look at the camera. Which one? Right there. 10 years, I want to do the biggest celebration. We're talking about a running circus, a circuit. I want everything. It's a daily thing from morning all the way till night. If people want to stop in the morning, in the middle of the day, it's just going to keep going. The whole day. We're gonna have everything. We're talking about running. We're gonna have shoe stuff. We're gonna have food. Everything you can imagine. All the things that I love doing from morning all the way till evening. So anyone can come and go at any time.
Okay, so you're when is the 10-year?
10 years. Well, year 9 will be May 15th of 2026. So we just hit 8
Oh, so
last
it's
May.
close.
So it's not far away. Less than 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, plenty of time to
Yes,
prepare for
to
that.
prepare
so,
for that.
so you're thinking 10-year anniversary of the Runstreak becomes a 24-hour run day?
It'd be awesome to do that, actually. But we can do it just a whole day kind of thing.
Yeah.
So let's say someone has to go to work. They can't come at this time, but they can
But you're
come
still
after
running.
work. We're out there having a good time, jogging around, eating food, hanging out, music, party,
Yeah.
the whole 9. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed, Hellah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, all right. Well, Sunday, what are you looking forward to the most on Sunday?
I'm looking forward to see Hillary do his thing. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a HOKA guy, so you got to look out for the HOKA athletes. I'm doing his first marathon, which is pretty awesome. And I want to
see how fast they're running on the prototypes.
Tell them the first time. I can't say much, but that thing is spicy. You know, there's certain shoes where you think it's amazing, it's great. There's certain shoes that I think are game changers. And this is my personal opinion. I think we have a game changer around the block. It's not too far away.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how I feel about it. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be good. Well, Hellah, enjoy your time in New York City. Keep the run streak going strong. And I'm sure we'll cross paths with you again at one of these other races.
Thank you for having me. And I know you two are incredible, doing amazing thing. Everything you guys are doing with this is awesome. So thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Awesome.